Good morning, class. My name is Luke. You can call me Lucky, and today is Tie Tuesday. And it's actually Tuesday. And it's really cold. It's not really cold, but it's not warm. I mean, it's windy, and it's raining, and it's like single-digit number degrees. So, not a great day to record a video, but I'm doing it anyway. So, today's tie is this. I don't have a special name for it. I just call it the purple tie because, well, it's purple. And I don't have a ton of purple ties, so it doesn't need like a unique identifier because it's one of the only purple ties that I have. I think that, at least for myself, I think every color shirt needs at least one or two ties to match with it. So I have a purple shirt, and so I have a purple tie. And I don't wear purple that often. Purple isn't like an amazing color that I love. I'd say I wear it maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. It's not like, it's not a lot, but it's also not zero. So one tie is more than enough. I don't need to record this one in the rain, but it kind of makes sense thematically that I do it on a day like this. So I'm gonna be right back, standing next to something brightly colored. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, it's wet. Yeah, I should have figured. It's raining kind of hard. It's raining kind of light, but all over the place. Anyway, we're back. Hi. So, I'm here sitting beside Fluvegate. Now, this part of the video isn't about Fluvegate specifically, but rather a feature of water control structures that have tickled me curious for the past year as I've passed them every day on my commute. Why are water control structures always brightly colored? Well, as far as I can tell, there are 3 reasons why this is. The first reason is purely maintenance. Metals corrode, and so covering it in a layer of coat prevents it from oxidizing, and it protects it from the elements generally. The second reason links to the first reason in that it makes it easier to see what parts of the structure need repair or are deteriorating quickly. Just from a cursory glance at this part of the structure, I can already tell that, yeah, this area looks pretty fine to me, but the top, which is the most exposed, is also the most corroded. And I can see that because it's not blue anymore. It's entirely brown, it's entirely rusted, and having the paint tell you that is an interesting feature of painting all of your water control structures bright colors. But the last is the most obvious, and it's the most obvious in the sense that you can obviously see that this is a water control structure, or that this is a man-made structure, or that this is a feature of a structure that is different from the rest of its surroundings. You can see in the back that that is entirely orange. Now, in the same way that fire hydrants are painted bright colors because you want them to be easily identifiable in an emergency, well, this isn't necessarily an emergency, but it's still important that that maintenance crews and people that service these equipment know where these structures start and end and what exactly they look like, and especially in rough elements and rough weather conditions, you need to be able to see them clearly. And so painting them colors like this is a really useful way to know that and give that information visually and intuitively. And this is also the same reason you see, as I said before, fire hydrants, but also boats for almost the exact same reasons. Maintenance, fixing the boat, and also just so that you can spot it from a distance. These things are really important when it comes to civil engineering. Now this is a good example of something that is brightly colored to make it obvious to see, but what about the opposite? What about something that is plainly colored so that it merges in with the background? Well, question, why would you even want that? Well, let's say that you're posting something all over the place So much so that if you had it spotted everywhere, it would be an eyesore. Well, a simple utility pole like this one, the one that carries lights and or electricity, is a perfect example. This doesn't need to be colored brightly because, well, it doesn't necessarily need to be serviced in the same way that a water control structure needs to be serviced. And it also, it just generally doesn't need to be seen. So it blends in with the background by keeping it the same cement color that the rest of its surrounding cement and vegetation looks like. And I think that's kind of interesting. Anyway, that's all. I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care. Hello.